Last week at Riviera, there was a lady strolling the grounds who has quite a golf history, quite a life history for that matter. 67-year-old Jeanne Carmen could play the game in her day, and not just on the golf course. Rich Lerner has the story.
Jeanne Carmen was some player in her day. I mean, it was hard to simply glance at Jeanne Carmen, especially when she showed up on the golf course. As for how this country girl turned pinup star became the first female trick shot artist, well, it started when a New York area club pro named Jack Redmond was looking for someone to model some golf clothes.
I walked in and he looked at me and said, "Well, whatever you do, you're hired. Whatever you want, you can have." And he said, do you play golf? I said, "Golf? No, I was just a country girl, knew nothing about golf." And I said, "No, I've never played golf." He said, "Well, take this club and hit this ball." So he teed up a ball. This was inside of a golf school. So I looked at the club, and I was left-handed, so it was a right-handed club, and I turned it upside down and hit it. And I hit it so hard that the drape in the back fell down. And after a while, he said, "Are you sure you haven't done this before?" And I said, "No, I don't even know what I'm doing here." He said, "Well, could you come back tomorrow? I'd like to have someone look at you." And I said, "Sure." So I came back the next day, and it was Jimmy DeMerit, who I didn't know from The Man in the Moon, because I had nothing to do with sports and golf. I was just this dumb blonde well, at that time I wasn't blonde, but this dumb kid from the country. So I hit the ball, and he said, "I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it." They took a photograph, Jack did, the first day, and you've seen it. I look like a pro right from the start. And Jack said, "You know, I think I can make a trick shot out of you, a trick shot artist." And I said, "What's a trick shot artist?" He said, "Just don't ask questions. I'll make a trick shot artist out of you." Within 6 months, I could do any trick he could do. I could hit a ball off someone's face 210 yards. I could hit a flagpole 1 out of 350 yards. I could tee up 3 balls, hit the middle ball out, catch the top ball, and the other ball would remain on the ground. Hit a ball 210 yards on one leg, standing on a chair. Use rubber clubs that would go around my neck and unwind and hit 210. 210 was my thing.
Hard as it may be to believe, Jeanne Carmen shot 80 in her very first round, barefoot, alongside crooner Perry Como. So along with Redmond and the man she would later marry, Sandy Scott, Jeanne took her act on the road, doing trick shots at up to $1,000 per 7-minute booking. Redmond would later say that crowds applauded her as if she were the female Bobby Jones. The trio, though, split up after a year or so because, as Jeanne recalls, both Redmond and Scott were in love with her. She got tired of being caught in the middle, so she ran off to Vegas with another guy.
Turned out to be Johnny Roselli, gangster. So what did I know? I didn't know, how to play golf. Didn't know what a golf ball was. What would I know about a gangster? So I got in the car. We wind up in Vegas, where we made a fortune for about a year, fleecing all the rich dudes that didn't think a girl could play golf.
Not much ever scared Jeanne in real life. But running with the mob was risky at best, so Jeanne moved to Hollywood, running instead with the in crowd. Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Mo Howard. She gave lessons to Marilyn Monroe and Jane Mansfield, who, according to Carmen, was quite skilled at cleaning her ball with her powder puff while maneuvering around in stiletto heels. And when Lana Turner and her husband realized Jeanne could bust the ball, perhaps make it as a professional, they financed her membership at famed Riviera. But the dedication and grind just didn't suit her.
I loved my act. I hated playing golf on the course.
By her mid-20s, what Jeanne really wanted to do was act in the movies. And if a girl could hit trick shots without ever having played the game before, why not motion pictures?
Paula and Hope had a sure plan for hitching a ride, if a man was driving.
Girlie, that's dangerous.
Depends on how you look at it. You stopped, didn't you?
You're nothing but a tramp.
You made me what I am today.
All right, quit the clowning, Iris. Get out of here, will you?
Thank you for the bonus, sir.
Today, some of those B-movie cult classics have been re-released, while Jeanne in her mid-60s ponders a couple of other offers. She hasn't played in 35 years, but in her heyday, Jeanne Carmen could hold her own.
So I've dated Clark Gable, I've dated Elvis Presley, I've dated, well, I had a great friendship with Errol Flynn. I taught him how to hit balls for a show, a movie he was making. I mean, I've just been there, done that, and done it again.
Yeah, in her day, Jeanne Carmen was some player. Rich Lerner for Golf Central.
Jeanne Carmen has 3 children, and as Rich said, she hasn't played golf in 3 decades. She certainly still is active, though. She recently went snowboarding in Aspen and has plans to go skydiving in the very near future. It is time to shower praise now on the newest members of our Hole-in-One Club.